Hello YouTube, this is Michael B. the Game Genie, and this is a quick video response to UndeadSpaceMonkey1's 10 great games that I've never played. So before I start everything off, while this isn't a game, it definitely deserves an honorable mention. And that is the Atari 2600. I have an Atari 2600. I've got quite a few games for it now. But the RF connector I've got for this is just garbage. So actually, the reception looks really bad on my TV until I get a better RF connector. And I guess until I get new controllers where I plug my Sega Genesis controller into this, I haven't had a chance to really play any of the games yet. So anything on the Atari 2600, I haven't really got to fully experience yet. So I'm excited to get a new RF connector and get to actually play this. That's the Vader model. It's pretty cool. I actually found this up in my parents' attic there the other day. I went up and my brother moved back in with my parents and they were cleaning out one of the rooms and my mom just pulled this out and she was like, "Is that any good to you?" I was like, oh yeah. So back to the main part of the video, 10 great games that I have never played. First one is actually for the original Game Boy, and that is Final Fantasy Legend 3. Actually, I also own Final Fantasy Legend 2, I just don't have the box. But I've never really played any of the Final Fantasy games on the Game Boy, and I've heard amazing things about them. Apparently they're really good. I'm not sure, I think the first Final Fantasy Adventure was actually Game Boy port of Seiken Dietsu, but I could be wrong. I'm not sure. If you know, let me know. Second would be Super Nintendo RPGs. I mentioned a couple times in videos, back in the Super Nintendo era, I wasn't really so good at RPGs. I didn't really understand how to play them, and I didn't have a lot of time to really try to figure it out. And by time, I mean patience. So I missed out on a lot of really great RPGs. One of which would be Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. I just picked this up recently, still haven't had a chance to really play it and enjoy it, but what I like the most about it is it's a Taito game, and as I'm finding out now through my collecting, I missed out on a lot of really great Taito games. They made some amazing stuff. So getting back to RPGs on the Super Nintendo that I missed out on, this one's kind of a big one, and that is Earthbound. I loved Earthbound. I loved the idea of Earthbound. I saw the ads for it. I saw the giant box in the stores, and I always wanted it. And I didn't really know anything about it. I didn't even know it was an RPG. I had the Nintendo Power articles. I guess I didn't read them. It wasn't until much later, actually, when I started to fall in love with RPGs, I got a serious craving to play this game, and I just recently picked it up this year. I have this copy. This copy is, actually, the cartridge looks beautiful, but for some reason when you plug it in, there's a little bit of snow on the opening sequence, which drives me nuts. So on a comment I received from EdT1138, he mentioned that he's actually seen a lot of these out in the wild recently. So, I mean, this is the only one I've saw in 6 years, and I didn't get this for free, I'll tell you that. But hopefully I'll find another one that maybe works a little bit better. It still works, I can still play it, it's just that little slight imperfection drives me nuts. But anyways, this is an amazing game. I have played it. I've played it for about 2 or 3 hours. When I picked it up, I just haven't had a chance to actually sit down and go through it and enjoy. You're gonna notice there actually might be quite a few RPGs on this list, and the reason why is RPGs just take so much time. I mean, it's an investment of anywhere from 40 to 70 hours a lot of times. So I'm a huge PS1 fan, PS1 collector, and especially RPGs on the PS1. I have a lot of them. I don't know about all, but I've got a lot of them. And one series that I've always really enjoyed, and I like the idea of, but I've never really had a chance to play, is the Wild Arms series. I've actually finished Wild Arms 4, it's the only game in the series I've finished. And, you know, I love them. I think they're great games, they look like a lot of fun. Never really had a chance to play them, so I own all of them, and I'm hoping that if I get some time, I'll actually sit down and play through them. Here's one that's probably going to make people a little bit upset and say, wow, I can't believe you've never played through this game. And that is Shenmue for the Dreamcast. My brother actually picked this up, and he played this a great deal. We were really excited. We were huge Dreamcast fans growing up. And, you know, when we saw the advertisements for Shenmue, we were like, oh my god, we have to get this game. So we got it. He played it. I've never played it. I've never played 1 second of Shenmue. But I bought a new RCA connector, so I'm going to hook systems 14, 15, and 16 up to my video game collection today. And system 14 is going to be my Dreamcast, so I can start to play a couple Dreamcast games. And I'm hoping to actually get the time to go through and play Shenmue, like it deserves to be played. The next one's a game I think is amazing. I've only played it a little tiny bit. I had a friend of mine finish it and absolutely loved it. That is Dark Cloud 2 for the PlayStation 2. Now, I just recently picked up a game called ActRaiser for the SNES, and on Facebook, one of my followers on Facebook, I mentioned it, and he said, you know, I'm really surprised they never ever made any more ActRaiser games. Well, to me, I mean, the Dark Cloud series actually seems like kind of a spiritual successor to ActRaiser, because you do go through your levels, aka Legend of Zelda style, a lot of times, but afterwards there is that, I don't know what you would call it, you know, sim environment, like Sim City, basically, where you've got to rebuild towns, rebuild cities, rebuild the world. And Dark Cloud 2 is just a beautiful game. It uses the cell shading that I just love so much, like in Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. So Dark Cloud 2 is a game I really want to get a chance to go back and play. I just recently added a PlayStation 2 to my video game inventory here. Yeah, I can play it on PS3, but I don't like doing that. So I've added a PS2 to my system collection, and actually going back and trying to get some time to play stuff like this. The next game is one I'm surprised. I've actually tried to start playing this 2 or 3 times. I just get nowhere. I don't know why. I finished part 4 and part 5 of the series, and I just plowed right through them. I thought they were amazing. But this is a game I got as soon as I got my Xbox, and just never really gave it a chance. So it's another game I had to go back and find some time to actually play through. I'm actually really excited about it. I've got friends that played it through and lived, basically ate, slept, and breathed this game for a full year of their lives, and that is Morrowind for the Xbox. I mean, Xbox. No one plays Xbox, right? So I haven't done GameCube yet. So my GameCube game, great GameCube game, that I have never played is, whoa, Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Man, look at the way that reflects the light here on the camera. Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. The reason why I've never played this, I picked this up opening day. Future Shop had a sale, so I actually got like $20 off opening day. And I was so excited. I was like, I have to get this game. The only problem is I really hate playing sequels and basically chapters in a game without playing the game before if it's a continuing storyline. And I may have mentioned this a couple times before, I've never ever finished the original Metroid Prime. So basically, I plugged this in, I checked it out for about maybe 10 minutes, and I haven't played it since, so that's since it originally came out. So I've also got the Metroid Prime Trilogy for the Nintendo Wii, and it's another thing, I've got to just get the time, go back, play through. I'm going to finish Metroid Prime 1 first, and then hopefully I'll finally get to play Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. So the last game on my list is a game I have 1000% never played a single time. I actually don't own the original copy. The only copy of it I have is on this PS3 collection, and that is Shadow of the Colossus. All I've heard about this game is that it's a breathtaking experience. Now, I've played Eco. Basically, that's what I've started playing, and that seems like a lot of fun. It's a really interesting game, but Shadow of the Colossus, from what I understand, is fantastic. People can't say enough good things about it. So, I mean, I know it's right there. I could play it. I could go play it right now, but I don't know. I've got the HD collection, which is a cool way to see it, but I kind of want to get the original. I left the game out. So, guys, that was 9. 9. Left the game out. Actually, if you're wondering, I'm going to edit it, so this is actually back in the original order, but completely forgot, and that is Golden Sun, Dark Dawn for the Nintendo DS. Now, a lot of people will say, oh, that's a garbage game. But you have to understand, I played and finished both Golden Sun 1 and Golden Sun 2 on the original Game Boy Advance. I was over the moon, elated when I found out this was coming out. I remember going on the Nintendo channel on the Wii. I watched every preview of it. I dreamt about this game. And I got it for Christmas. My wife, who is just amazing, went out and picked it up for me right away. And you know what? You know how I repaid her? I never played it. See, the thing is with handheld games, I always get it with the best of intentions, but especially if it's a long game, I find it really hard to sit down and play that on a handheld. Like Golden Sun and Golden Sun 2 on the Game Boy Advance. I probably never would have finished without the Game Boy Advance player on the Nintendo GameCube. So, with the Wii U coming out, prediction of mine, if anybody saw the dual screen connectivity, guaranteed, there's going to be a slot for DS games. Because you've got your touchpad on the new Wii U controller, and then the second screen is going to be your TV. You heard it here first. Might be the Game Genie saying the Wii U will have an attachment to play DS, I don't know about 3DS, but definitely DS games on your Wii U. Or at least it should. So guys, this has just been a quick response video to UndeadSpaceMonkey1. He's a fellow Newfoundlander, and I'd like to do whatever I can to support his channel, so if you're not currently subscribed to him, at least go check his channel out. I'll put it below in the link. And if you're wondering about his channel, he does a lot of really cool unboxing videos. He's got this really amazing artistic style. He puts a lot of time and effort into his videos, so if that's something you're interested in, definitely check it out. He's got around 124 subscribers right now, over 40,000 video views. Oh, I'm so jealous. But, you know what? Amazing channel, amazing guy. Contacts me, one of my first subscribers here on YouTube, and he contacts me pretty much on every video and gives me a lot of encouragement. So he's definitely a great guy, definitely worth a check out. If you like that kind of thing, unboxings, he's got some really cool, rare stuff too, and an amazing Legend of Zelda collection. I think Danny4282, if you're not currently subscribed to him, you should check out his Legend of Zelda collection. So anyways guys, this might be the Game Genie. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Oh, Earthbound, how have I not played more of you? I do not understand. Just gotta find the time. I need to clone myself. No.